Basic through line, check. Rough format, check. All that's left is... Okay, that should do it. Narrative successfully repaired. I hope. I see someone is enjoying himself.
Andromedus?
Hello, Stardust.
What are you doing here?
What? Can't I just drop by to say hello? It's been ages since we last talked. And you've been oh so busy.
Yeah, I'm actually super busy right now. So I really have to get going. Things to do, places to be. It was nice seeing you, though.
So busy, you clearly haven't had time to be fulfilling your end of our bargain.
And we're doing this. I have been working on that. Progress has been slow, but there has been progress.
Illidis, you brought it so close to complete destruction, but stopped right at the end, making sure to leave enough room for the hope of salvation.
I mean, you guys love that stuff, right? Giving hope to take it away. That's what I'm doing there. I just needed to set the stage.
Of course you did, Stardust. What about Castiel? Or Maldaris?
Well, Castiel's a work in progress. Still in the early stages. Gods there are a bit more on the ball when it comes to outside interference, so I have to take the long way around. Maldaris, I admit that one hasn't gone smoothly. Had a bit of an editing issue, crossed a few too many, strings. It turns out I'm not the greatest editor.
Not the greatest? Oh, Stardust. You are the editor. Out of all the people I could have chosen, only you had the talent and potential we needed. I wouldn't choose anyone else.
That's
so no editing wasn't the issue. Want to know what it is? You just have a habit of getting too attached. Would you like me to go into details? Because trust me, they were very apparent.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't do that. Not anymore.
Oh, Stardust. You know you can't hide anything from me. I may have turned a blind eye, but you of all people should know that I chose to do so. I am possibility given breath. I am the revealer of every thread, and the weave of every life is laid bare before me. Everything is an open book to me, Stardust. Even what happens here. Even you. So how about we spare each other the pretenses and just tell the truth? Fine. Let's start at the beginning then, shall we? You pick up a certain human. Let's call her Selenia. That was her name, right?
Yes, that's correct.
So once upon a time, this Selenia meets a man in black. A vision, the most beautiful creature she'd ever seen in her life. Immediately, her heart shuddered. And immediately, she had but one wish deep inside her soul. So she asked his help with something, and the two started a long, beautiful romance. And with his love came everything else. Everything else he was happy to give her and take from her, putting all the inevitable consequences aside.
Consequences? What are you talking about? Listen, I had to make a good story. That's my job, is to make stories. I've never written a romance before, and she was the perfect subject for it. And a sudden tragedy born from one is a great way to start and set up for future plot points. I was just doing my job.
Doing your job? And does doing your job involve spending millennia playing house and falling in love?
I was not playing house, and I didn't fall in love. I was weaving a tapestry over millennia, a foundation from which to build the rest of the narrative. And every great villain needs a compelling backstory, so I wrote one. I was telling a story and you... No, you weren't. You both got too close, and when she got too close to you, you panicked. You shut down, and you shoved her away in the only way you know how.
That's not... In loving her, you sealed her fate.
No,
And what about the others whose lives you've touched? Remu? He cared about his dear friend so much he killed himself to solve your writer's block. And your current playthings, you care about them too, don't you?
No, they mean nothing to me.
Oh, it's all right, Stardust. They all die because they truly care for you. This is just what happens, you know? When you cling so desperately to humanity, it hurts. It's painful. It feels like your skin doesn't fit anymore. But you don't have to feel like this. You are better than them. You always have been. Every step you've taken has brought you here, and all that's left for you to do is make that choice. So, what is your name?
I don't have one yet.
There is no more waiting. There are no more excuses. I can only protect you from this inevitability for so long. It's time. This is what you've always wanted. This was your wish. So why do you refuse to take your just reward?
I can't.
You can't? What are you waiting for? This is how stories work, isn't it? People grow, characters change, plots, they move on.
You're right, but I still have a job to do. Some unfinished plot lines, some loose threads. You know, you're right. I was getting too attached. I got distracted. But that means I still have some stories to tell, some work left to do. So I can't leave it like this. Not until it's finished.
All right, Stardust. I'm convinced. You may not want to disappoint them. But remember that you have an audience to please, too.
I don't need you to remind me of... Fuck. Right. It's gonna be okay. Everything is under control. I've got this.